Gobshites. Just played a great show on Sonic Lobotomy, and we're down in the jam spot because we ran out of time in the studio, but we're going to make the best of it. We're going to do the interview down here. Is that all right with you guys?
Works
for us. It's too bad we had to kill those other two guys. But
Yeah, we had to kill off a couple members of the band, but we have most of the Gobshites here right now, and you guys, where do you hail from exactly? I mean, everyone says Boston. You South Shore band primarily?
Jeez, we're all over the place.
Yeah, scattered all around South Shore, kind of off South Shore.
Well,
right,
why don't you introduce
Dorchester.
yourselves and say where you're from?
Pete from Foxborough.
Steve, Hanover.
John, Dorchester.
Jeff just moved to Dorchester from Baltimore.
Oh, that's culture shock, huh?
No, that's for yeah. He's shocked. He just found culture. We opened and closed with the Darkbuster song.
Irish and old ball, licky go.
Yeah, Lenny came in and sang on the first album with us.
Yeah.
Lenny from Darkbuster, if you're not,
That's right,
if you don't know. And here's a good story about that actually, because he came in to do it, and he listened to the vocals I had already laid down. He goes, Pete, what the fuck were you doing? It's like this is way out of my range. I said, Lenny, I sang it like you did, and I did. It was exactly in the same rate. He went in there, he did it, and it was. Oh yeah, you're right. but since then though, because on the intro, he really accented, you know, are you taking? So I have to do that like that every time now, just as my little tip of the cap to Lenny.
Yeah.
You know, every time is to really put the extra are you, because you don't just say you got to say are you.
Total boss.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
He's fantastic.
Welcome to Sonic Lobotomy. This is a momentous occasion because we've reached show number 20, and it's our St. Patrick's Day show. And we have today an appropriate band, the Gobshites. Give it up for the Gobshites, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, belly up to the television.
concept of the Gobshites. And the idea then was just to grab guys from all different bands and would all play our songs in this style. And it was going to be all different singers and different stuff. But Vic moved back, and when we play Meet Depressed stuff. We play stuff that sounds like the Ramones, but or whatever, you know, but more lead guitars and crap like that. And so we went off and did that for a bunch of years. But in the beginning, we couldn't get any gigs. Enough gigs. You know, everybody said we're too retro. Nobody wanted to hear that. You know.
Yeah.
And so to get gigs, we play acoustic gigs at places like AS220 in Providence, and you know, and we'd bring in, you know, just random guys. Hey, you own a fiddle? It didn't matter. No, not do you play the fiddle. Do you own a fiddle? Great, come on, you know.
You don't have to play it.
Yeah, and we'd sit down in these, you know, like we'd look around the place, and they had the old AS220 in Providence. They had like these Archie Bunker chairs in the basement. We'd just sit in those, and you know, they'd be playing acoustic, and you know, and then it kind of went to the wayside for a while, and then when Meat broke up, you know, I just started putting it together again and grabbing different guys, and it's almost like a cross between the Waterboys, who kind of picked up guys along the way,
Yeah.
or the Rolling Thunder Review, where people come, go, come back.
That Bob Dylan?
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. We're old guys, we remember that.
Yeah, there you go.
Waterboy's cover. That was great.
Yeah.
What's that? Fisherman's Blues?
Fisherman's Blues, yeah.
What a great band.
Oh, they're fantastic, fantastic.
You ever seen them play out live?
Saw that tour. So I've seen them a couple times, but I saw them twice on that tour, actually. So.
And they're from Ireland, right?
No.
No?
No, they're from... He's from Scotland, and there's a couple guys from Ireland, a couple of guys from Wales. They're from all over the place, but yeah. But that album was recorded in Ireland.
Great.
And that's when they really took on that Irish sound.
How do you decide what songs to cover? You just bring in a song and say, guys, here, we're going to try this one? Or?
I've got a list of songs I want to do. I mean, I like to lean towards the drinking songs, but for a couple of reasons. I want to do punk rock songs. If we're doing covers, most of the time it's punk rock tunes. And I want to kind of make it seamless so people could think it was written by the Clancy Brothers. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like, so, I'm not saying that the Clancy Brothers only did drinking songs, but I just mean, subject matter like that. And, keep it light and happy. And that's not to say we won't play a rebel song or something, but it's just, we're more, I like to think of us as like, this will sound wrong at first, but it's like, think of Jimmy Buffett, but get rid of the happiness and sunlight and replace it with, bitterness and neon light in the bar. And we're kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
But there are tunes like Hurry Up Harry. If you don't know Sham 69, you might think that that's an Irish pub song.
Yeah, an original song. Yeah, a lot of the songs translate over to the style.
And instead of the Jimmy Buffett parrot, we go with the toucans.
Yes.
Was a girl from Decatur who was laid by a big alligator. Nobody knew the results of that screw, because after he laid her, he ate her!
There once was a man from Australia whose backside was painted like a dahlia. The color was fine, likewise the design, but the aroma, that was a failure.
Neighbor who has developed an odd behavior. He'll piss in your drink and ask what you think, but never explain the flavor.
Get back. It was she was going to do it. Get out here and do your limerick. Here he comes.
There once was a young man from Cape Horn who wished he had never been born, and he wouldn't have been if his father had seen that the tip of his rubber was torn.
Our next album is actually it's called Traditional, and the subtitle of it is Songs Me Dog Got Pissed To. So it's all standard tunes. Because my dad used to take me to bars when I was 4 years old. Sit me up in the bar and he'd be singing the Irish tunes.
Now, you were telling me earlier you just picked up the accordion, without having any previous knowledge about any musical.
It's kind of like a handcuff. When you put it on, you can't get it off.
Right out of the dumpster, you picked it up?
It's just like Pete was saying about the fiddle. It was actually, I guy who used to play bass for us. I was over his house. He had an accordion. Never actually seen one up close. So of course, a couple of beers later, and start giving it a tug, and of course, one note at a time.
And then he played the accordion.
And literally, the next words out of his mouth were, "Oh, why don't you play accordion for us?" And I just laughed it off. And 2 weeks later, I was on stage in my first band, playing my first show, one note at a time.
Well, it sounded good today.
Last night as I slept, I dreamt I met with being. He shook me by the hand and so we passed the time of day. When questioned out his views, but across the last philosophies he had but these few clear and simple words to say. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, with streams of whiskey afloat. I am next night sworn, the band landed up in jail. The devil tried to stretch me, but the rope always went slack. Now I got a pile, I'll go down to the Chelsea. I'll walk there on my feet, I'll leave there on my back. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, with streams of whiskey afloat. All the words that he spoke seemed no other self-philosophies. There's nothing ever gained by what they call the tear. And the world is too dark, and I need that light inside of me. I'll go down to the pub, I'll drink 15 pints of beer. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, with streams of whiskey aflowing. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, with streams of whiskey aflowing. With streams of whiskey aflowing. With streams of whiskey aflowing. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone loves Billy Bragg. How can you not like him?
If you're a hardcore Republican.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've
Actually,
been
a fairly long list.
I was at a Billy Bragg show once because I got a big nose. Some chick thought I was Billy Bragg. I should have went along with it.
Yeah.
But I'm faithful to my wife. But anyway,
Yeah,
so
but as a socialist, you maybe
So you
could
should have
all
brought her
do
home
that.
to you.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Share and share alike.
Share alike, socialist commune and all that.
Yeah.
But Billy Bragg's awesome, and he plays a Burns guitar, and you had a Burns guitar.
Yeah.
With the horns on it.
Yeah, a little earwig. I've been playing Alvarez acoustic guitars that Luca Bloom plays. You know,
Yeah.
like that's the
Luke,
same.
another great Irish.
Not the same model, but I really like them. Problem is that, you know, we play like a punk rock band, you know, but kind of a folk band at the same time, and we've destroyed instruments. Ask this guy. There's an accordion shop that doesn't even want to talk to him anymore. I mean,
bad, huh?
It's like going to confession.
Every 6 months, and they get more distraught each time.
I mean, he actually walks in like he's going to confession now. You know, I'm sorry, Father, I have sinned. And he hands up. No, last time he walked in with, I don't mean to tell you a story, but he walks in with the inner parts of the accordion, not in the accordion anymore, because he had to take it apart mid-show because the whole bass register fell apart in the middle of it.
But I did it like a NASCAR race team. Come on, I barely missed half a song. I had that thing apart.
And those things ain't cheap.
No, in fact, I take it up every 6 months. I have to have major work done.
We have the technology. We can rebuild it.
It's considerably more expensive than, say, like most of your other instruments. But after this last round, they pretty much resound to the fact that they'll never see this as a working instrument again.
You might have noticed it cutting out during the show.
Yeah.
Shut up, sound guy. Anyways, the point being is that both my acoustic guitars have suffered and cried and passed away, I think. And so I said, well, you know, what can I do? And I being a Billy Bragg fan, it popped into my head that he had that guitar that looked you know, remotely like an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, semi-hollow.
Very versatile in sound. And now, of course, you can pay like $300 for quite a while. Not when I decided to do it, though. No. That's when they were no longer making them in the U.S. or shipping them over at Guitar Center and all those places.
eBay drove the price right up. Right?
Yeah. But luckily, Betty Woderski, our old fiddle player, she can find you if you need a spleen, you need a human part, you need whatever.
You need a penis?
She can find you anything. She might not want to find you that. But anyways, she can find you anything.
Did you give me a black one?
No, she might not find you that. Anyways, she can find you anything, and she found me cool.
This.
You know, so like in no time at all. And so no, that's it. But you know, and I may go back to playing the acoustics again, but you know, live on the albums I always play acoustic. But for live, I think you know you can kind of dial it in close enough.
You did three CDs in the years you've been together.
Yep. Another one we're almost done with.
They all have similar artwork here.
Yeah, they're all kind of
hold
shiny.
them up and smile, guys.
They're all shiny and glary in the light.
Yeah.
I feel like Vanna White.
So we got 3 Gobshites.
And then we got this one here.
Those
Doesn't
guys
sound
are
anything
horrible.
like us, though.
Those guys are horrible.
For 7 long years, she helped me spend my dough. Now I take her out, but she don't wanna know. Now woman's got me drinking, look at the state of it. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of gin. We used to go out drinking, we used to have some fun. Now shrinks and astrologers have got me on the run. Now woman's got me drinking, look at the state of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of gin. She always said she loved me. She said I was the only one. Now look at the way she treats me just like a piece of scum. That woman's got me drinking. Look at the state of it. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of gin. If I had the guts to do it, I'd take the long goodbye. Instead of love her long and hard, I love her till I die. That woman's got me drinking, look at the state of it. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of gin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of gin.
Sounded good.
Marky's done it. He's played bass for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get Mark in the picture here. Come over here for a second. Our
Marky's-
sound man,
Marky's
Mark
sound guy.
Mayhem. Mark
Hi,
Mayhem.
guys. Howdy.
Always
Ladies and
invites
gentlemen, this is
me.
Sonic Lobotomy sound man right here, Mark Mayhem.
And he's doing sound for us as well. You know,
Now and then.
He also plays bass, and he's you can rent him for anything
Substitute
except for
bass
sex.
player.
You know, don't watch his porn movies.
No, I think
man.
he charges pretty reasonable for sex too, right?
Yeah.
He charges extra to get the blood off the clown's.
I love your dancing. Who inspires you to move like that?
Yeah, let's focus in on
Strippers?
the pole right
Come on, do it.
You know, there are some songs that there's really nothing that makes sense for the whistle. There's really no whistle part.
He's
There's
got the
really,
music in him.
It's true.
He's got happy feet.
Yeah. And I just figure, like Too Much to Drink. I mean, there's really one small whistle part, and it doesn't really make sense to go back and forth from bow run to whistle. So I just figure, well, when I'm not playing whistle, I got to do something. I can't just stand there.
It looks great. It does.
So, and I actually said to Pete one time, I think this
Mid-show,
was
actually.
mid-show, in I think it was in Walpole. No, it was in Fox.
Yeah.
No, it was in Walpole.
Yeah, it was in Walpole. Yeah.
And I said, "What the hell? I'll be the boss tone. Whatever." So
Hey, it's not just the Boss Tones. The Happy Mondays had a guy in the band.
That's
that
true,
did
yes.
too.
Yep.
I mean, how cool is a Happy Mondays? You know, it's
yeah, absolutely.
When I first met Joan, she said we had to go slow. She'd been been before, and she didn't know if she was ready to take that chance again. You know I promised to the world, that's how I felt then. Asked her out if I could tell her. Call her on telephone, it rings and rings like no one's home. Went to her house, rang the bell, she wouldn't let me in. Couldn't stand the rejection, so dating in a Sullivan. Got a history, trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls, history. Trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls. And Frank was a closet case. I asked her out for a date. She couldn't go, she said she had to stay in. I brought her cake and pastries cause she looked pale and thin. Got a history, trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls, history. Trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls. Time after time I go through this, searching for the right relationship. Try to be thoughtful, understanding and strong. Always try to do the right thing, but I always do the right thing wrong. Didn't know where I was or where I'd been till I met a young girl, Mary Magdalene. She knelt down, kissed my feet, confessed her sins, said you got it all wrong, I'm not him. Take away that crown of thorns, there's no holiday that I was born. I'm not the prophet of good news, Lord knows I'm not the king of the Jews. I got a history, trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls, history. Trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls. Got a history. Trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls, history. Trouble with women, I got a history. Trouble with girls.
So great set, you know. It's
Thanks.
Really a nice concept you have, kind of unique, where you're either going to do Irish songs in a punk style or punk songs in an Irish style. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's pretty much, it's like the Pogues backwards.
Yeah. Well, very nice. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, let's...
Chicken enough to try it. Everybody's doing just a go-to. Nobody wants not gonna chill. One run, one ride, one run, ride on my own. One run, one ride, one run, ride on my own. Why you taking orders? Why you taking over? Why you going backwards? Why you going forward? One run, one ride, one run, ride on my own. One run, one ride, one ride, ride on my own.
All right, welcome back. We've reached the second part of the show today, our special St. Patty's Day Sonic Lobotomy number 20. We have a very special punk band from Boston here for you. This is Yesterday's Hero.
Make the rent, the ends of the week, money's all spent.
right, here we are with yesterday's heroes. Great set, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Powerful, great punk rock. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Jamie, and I play bass and sing.
I'm Andrew. I play guitar and sing sometimes.
I'm Kevin. You can call me Vin. They call me Byers. I play the drums.
I'm the real Kevin, and I play guitar and attempt to sing occasionally.
The real Kevin.
There you go. And then how long have you guys been together?
Almost 2 years
Almost
now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, our anniversary show will be in April.
You had a song called "Voice of Generation." Can you elaborate on what that one's about?
Jamie, that's all you, man.
That's all you.
Well, like, you know, when I was younger, one of the first punk bands I got into was definitely The Clash, and I feel like if it weren't for like Joe Strummer and the Clash, definitely, like a lot of the bands that I'm most, I love the most probably wouldn't exist, and I mean, I take a lot of my own personal influence from Joe Strummer, and like, I really, he's unparalleled in his songwriting, and I feel like we lost a really good, like fantastic voice for punk rock when he passed away, so.
He was a great voice of the generation. Did you see the movie about the Mescaleros and Joe Strummer when he's going to radio stations and peddling the music on his own?
Yeah, I have that one.
It makes you realize he was a humble guy.
Yeah,
I mean.
And like I had a book on Joe Strummer, and one of the things that really stuck out to me was he would never leave a venue until every fan who wanted to meet him met him.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like he would literally stay there till 4 in the morning if he had to.
Yeah, he played once with the Pogues here in Boston, and I didn't get to see it, but I heard it was an amazing show.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Long Island's great. They're
Long
they're
Island's
great to us
fantastic.
down there. I love it down there.
Yeah, that's actually where our record label's based out of.
And what record label are you guys on?
Ball and Chain Records.
Ball and Chain. That's
Yeah.
a pretty damn good label.
Yeah, it's run by a guy named Brett. He's a way nice guy. He's great. He's great to us. He's great to everyone he deals with.
So you have a CD out?
No.
No.
Coming out this summer.
Next time
aside from Coxfire, what are some of your other favorite bands, your influences?
The Clash.
Yeah, James is gonna say Clash. I'd say the Street Dogs and the Briggs too. They're definitely up there.
Like newer bands and older bands, we kind of like take a lot of influence from both.
Yeah, those are the two main, the main bands. I think that all of us as a collective take influences, more specifically from different bands, which is what makes us work together as well as we do.
You're a punk band that hails from Boston, but we all know most bands live outside of Boston, and you mentioned earlier from Lowell and in the Lowell area.
Yep. Yeah. Small town outside of Lowell.
Yeah, that's
Valley.
He's actually from Lowell.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
And that's where Jack Kerouac's from.
Yep.
Yeah, it
is. Yeah. So how do you find the scene in Boston?
We love it.
Yeah. Songs you did was about a pub called Herpoes, right?
Yeah, it's our hometown pub. It's like 5 minutes down the road from my house, a couple minutes down the road from Jamie's house.
We spend far too much time and money there.
Way too much time, way too much money.
I'm gonna attest I was there last night, and I should not have been.
They're cheap. They're cheap, and they're one of the only bars that I know of that will serve you an Irish car bomb. So.
Good. And when they had PBR on tap, it was $3 a pitcher.
PBR is awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
That seems to be the juice that keeps punk rock alive in this town. PBR.
Yep. Well, we can afford.
When you're paying $13 a 30 rack, you cannot complain.
Yeah.
Not at all. So.
You get the shits and a hangover the next day, but it's
worth it.
Who cares?
And for those who do not know what an Irish car bomb is, what is it?
Irish car bomb, it's half a glass of Guinness, and you're supposed to go 90% Jameson, 10% Bailey's in a shot glass and dump it in, and just chug. If you don't chug, it curdles, so it gets kind of nasty, so you got to chug.
And it tastes like chocolate milk, and it's awesome.
It does. It tastes like chocolate milk or a vanilla milkshake if you put more Bailey's and Jameson. It's great. I love it. It's my choice to get drunk.
Who plays in Haverhill that used to run a lot of shows?
Welfare Records.
Yeah.
They open back up.
Yeah, they open back up under Anchors Up.
Yeah.
So they're back with the Merrimack Valley hardcore thing. That's what they got going. That's kind of their hook.
What are some of the other bands out of that Merrimack Valley hardcore? Do you want to shout out to any bands that you guys...
Yeah, definitely. From Boston, Refuse Resist, of course.
Yeah.
They're great friends of ours. Burning Streets, we toured with those guys. They're a bunch of good guys.
All bands that we've had on the show.
Yeah. 26 Beers, of course. They've been nothing but cool to us.
Yeah. They were on a show last year. Yeah, great metal type band.
Yeah, they're good dudes.
I'd like to send a personal shout out to Kill Conrad, too.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah,
they're good guys. I like those guys.
Friday night, you sit alone by yourself out in the cold, smoking butts and drinking beer, just like the days of old. We sit and think about the ruin your life's become, how you lost everyone you loved, you got no place left to run. have met.